It's a nice day, and Bingo's head is hanging out of the window as we drive to doggy daycare. We go to doggy daycare about once a week. Bingo's a high energy dog, so she needs time to play and socialize, practice socializing, and get her out of the house, really, and have some fun. And she loves going to daycare. So as we pull in, her tail's already wagging. She's getting really excited. And we go inside the door, and she bolts to her favorite handlers. Her favorite handlers are already there. They have a nickname for her. They call her Bingy. They shout out, "Bingy's here!" Yeah, my dog doesn't even know I exist anymore. She runs up, wagging her tail, wants to go in the back. Let's go play. This is great. It's a lot of fun for us. But unfortunately, there's a worker shortage. There's a worker shortage, and they don't have enough workers to handle all the dogs that they have. So that's kind of running at the same time as during the pandemic, many families got dogs. And now that people are going back to work, they don't know what to do with their dogs. So there's an influx of dogs. So there's two things going at the same time. There's way too many dogs. There's too few workers. These things are happening at the same time. Now, unfortunately, that means that they're effectively closed. They can't take Bingo anymore for several months out. We didn't get much of a warning about this. So unfortunately now we have to go looking for a new daycare. So after some internet research, my wife finds a place, good location, maybe even a better location. It works, the hours work. We bring Bingo in to get an evaluation, and she passes, no problem. Everything seems great except for one thing. One problem is that it's 50% more. It's not like a little bit more, it's a lot more expensive. Now, there is one way, like there's some silver lining. We can get it down to the same price if we buy 30 days at a time. So now we're stuck. We're stuck between paying 50% more or shelling over $600 up front. This is an unexpected expense. This is the kind of thing that causes a lot of stress. Now, fortunately, we have a cushion. A financial cushion helps shelter the blow from some of these unexpected expenses. Find out more right after this. Hey, it's Derek Hagan. I'm a financial therapist and financial life planner here with another Money Health presentation where we're going to talk about expecting the unexpected. And what does it mean to expect the unexpected? Well, it means bring the unexpected into the realm of your expectations. And what does that mean with your money? It just simply means that there's going to be expenses that come out of nowhere that you weren't really anticipating. And if you thought about something, oh no, I'm anticipating that, then that's not really an unexpected expense. Christmas gifts or holiday gifts or birthday gifts are not unexpected expenses because you know about those. Unexpected expenses are, bam, I blew a tire while I was on the road. I have no choice but to get that fixed. Now, we don't know what they're going to be. We don't know when they're going to happen. We don't know how big these expenses are going to be. But there's one guarantee, and that guarantee is that there will be unexpected expenses. And I should make clear, this is not just about negative expenses. This could be positive expenses too. Like your friends and family come to visit. And you're going to go out to some restaurants and maybe go to a couple events. Now, you wouldn't do that if your family wasn't in town. Right? So this is anything that's outside of your regular spending, anything that's outside of your regular budget would count as an unexpected expense. Now, understandably, we have a little more flexibility with those positive unexpected events, meaning we don't have to go out to that expensive dinner, but a negative unexpected event, we usually have to pay that. And this is the idea. The future is unpredictable. We know exactly what happened in the past. We know exactly what it's like today. We have no idea what's going to happen in the future. Now, sure, it's true that we can make some reasonable predictions about the future, but there's always going to be things that come out of nowhere. There's going to be things that, spring up usually when you least can afford to have it happen. We don't know what's going to happen. So now imagine a tightrope walker. Imagine this tightrope walker has practiced a lot, been doing it for decades. This is simple stuff. Simple stuff. But if something unexpected happens, like there's a crazy gust of wind or a bird comes flying by or something else outside of the norm, some unexpected thing, that's going to cause trouble to this tightrope walker. Or maybe there's just a mistake. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I just made a mistake. If there's a mistake or an unexpected situation, this tightrope walker is in trouble. Might not even tightrope walk ever again. Might even die. That's why you have the safety net. Now, you might not even need that safety net, ever. You might go a whole career without needing that safety net. But if something unexpected happens, this safety net prevents catastrophe. So that's the same way. Walking this tightrope, walking this fine line, that's your day-to-day financial life. And if you are like most of the people, you're running a pretty tight ship. That means you're using almost all of your income, maybe even more than your income. And that's that, you're tiptoeing down that line here. So if something comes out of the blue, right, something negative, geez, I have a hospital bill I need to pay. I need to get my car repaired. The pipe burst and I need to get a plumber here. That can be catastrophic. Or good things too. My kid needs to go on a field trip for school. That's going to cost $100. Where am I going to get that money? Right? So we can rely on that safety net to prevent catastrophe. Now, if your money's tight, the tighter your money gets, the more likely that is to cause some panic. Right? That line goes up and keeps going up. And what that means is that $600 pet bill or that $100 for your kid to go on a field trip or that $400 to fix your car. If money's tight, boy, I can't tell you how many times I've been there in my earlier days. You feel it right there. You can't breathe. Like, where am I going to get this money? How the hell am I going to manage this? I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. That's what it's like. Now, having a cushion, throwing that cushion in front of this line, prevents money from getting too tight. Meaning, when the stuff hits the fan, when there's that unexpected expense, you don't have to wonder where the money's coming from. You know where the money's coming from. Your money's coming from that cushion. So that prevents money from getting too tight, which of course causes you to stay lower on that panic scale. The cushion does that for you. It's worth noting. It's actually very important to note. This is not an excuse to just spend all this money. Hey, I got a savings account now, and I saved up, and now I have $1,000. Time to go spend it on something unexpected. Wrong. That's not the point of this cushion. You can't just simply spend the money because it's there. You can't spend the money because you have a hole in your pocket. So if you are the kind of person, when you see money, you want to spend it, or it burns a hole in your pocket, you have a little extra work to do. You can get there, but you do have a little extra work to do. The idea is, this is for those unexpected expenses. This is a safety net. A tightrope walker doesn't jump down into the net just for fun. That's there when the stuff hits the fan. Now, once you have your cushion, I encourage you to have a second savings account for some rainy day stuff, some fun stuff, some splurging effects. But if you spend mindlessly, you're not going to get any satisfaction from that. And you're kind of eliminating the purpose of having this cushion. There's an old saying from Ben Franklin that says, watch out for those little expenses because a small leak can sink a big ship. Right, so spending on purpose, understanding financial purpose or money's role in your life. Why do you have money? Why are you spending it? Those are important questions for you to understand. And once you have that cushion, keep it full. Think of this like a chocolate fountain. Your income comes in, and the first place it goes is to fill up that cushion to whatever that number is for you. Maybe it's $5,000, maybe it's $2,000 or $1,000. Maybe you start with $500. Whatever that number is, once it hits this number, like let's call it 1,000. Once this is $1,000, right? Then that cup is full. So then the income, it's not filling up that cushion anymore. So then it overflows to any other savings and any other spending that you have. Okay. So the first priority, now of course, without you even seeing this, there's taxes taken out, there's insurance being paid, things like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about decisions you have to make. It goes into the cushion account first. I don't mean to say that you have to directly deposit into your cushion, but every time you get paid and you go and look at your account, is this at 1,000? If it is, boom. Now you got your next decision to make. If it's not, fill it up. That means if you have to use it, you have an emergency vet bill, and you had to use $800. Now your cushion dropped from 1,000 to $200. That means the next time you get a paycheck, however much you have available, refills that cushion. And maybe you don't even get there in one check. Maybe it takes 2 or 3 checks to get that up to 1,000. But once you use it, you have to replenish. You have to replenish that cushion, keep your cushion full. So having a cushion, having a safety net. Some people call it emergency fund. I don't like that because there are non-emergencies that you can use this for. Anything that's outside of your regular spending, this cushion helps with that. And if you do that, that will lead you to more peace, more financial contentment, and more happiness. You only have one life. Live intentionally.